Okay, there we go. Meeting is now streamed. Good deal. I can see everybody now. That's awesome. Okay, share screen. There we go. I don't know why it's being weird today. Screen, share screen. Oh, yes. Okay. So we should be there. Border, enable hardware. I am waiting for one more person to pop up, so sorry for the wait here. Copy, filter. Okay, let's see if it'll work now. Really? Notifications. I don't know why it's not popping up then. Okay, I don't know why it is not letting me share my screen, so I guess I will just have to go with it here. Even though it makes me mad. Let's see, do that. Okay, all right, well, the other person can just hop on when we are going on. Okay, so Alexis has never tried CBD. Awesome. Yes, CBD for Renee, user for health benefits. Yes. And the iPhone user, which I think they said was Cole, has never tried CBD oil. Awesome. Good to know before we get started, kind of where we're at on everything. I don't know why my screen won't share. It's making me mad. Okay, allow participants to share screen. Okay. I'm looking to see, because it says share screen right there, but it won't pop up. I don't know why. I want to show you guys this slideshow what I'm going through, but it is being mean and not nice, so I don't know why. Okay. Okay, let's try that. Darn technology today. Okay, that's all right. We'll just go with it and make it work. I got rooms. Okay, all right, cool. So we are going to be talking about Young Living essential oils and Young Living CBD today, okay? So if you are a person that maybe has never tried CBD oil before because of whatever reason, can you guys just see me? You don't see my screen, right? Just let me know through the chat if you want. Or maybe it is on, I don't know. Because I can go to that screen. If you're a person that has never used CBD before, and let's talk about some reasons why you might not have, might not use, you can just see me. Okay, cool, thank you. You've never used CBD before. Well, there's a lot of hype around it. We'll say that, right? A lot of people excited about using CBD, maybe people who have never used it before, or people who might use the benefits from marijuana before and they want to continue some of those benefits. So that might be some reasoning, but there's other people, right, on the other end of the spectrum who say, no, I'm not using CBD because I don't want to be tested for work and it come up in my results, right? And I'm not going to lose my job over this, right? But then there's also more people who are like, okay, well, maybe I'll try it, but I don't know how much how many milligrams to use, when to use it, what to use it for. I just rather just not use it, right? So wherever you are at on that spectrum, we're going to cover all of that today and make sure that you are comfortable with the education of CBD, and also to know how to use it, when to use it, know the difference between THC and CBD, and what is the difference of how they make them, etc. All of those things, okay? So all of those questions are going to be answered today. To make sure that you know what you're doing, you're going to be educated. Whether you choose to use CBD oil in general or CBD oil from Young Living, that is completely your choice, but I'd rather you be educated on what are the differences, how to use it, all of those things. But today we're also going to go into a lot of benefits of using CBD and how it affects your body. So all of those answers we'll be going through today. We're going to also go through the difference between Young Living CBD and the other CBD oils that you can buy at like a gas station or something like that. So, alrighty. All right. So first of all, let's break down what is CBD oil. Okay. So CBD oil, right, stands for cannabinol. I always say that wrong. Cannabinol, which is one of the primary natural cannabinoids. There we go. Cannabinoids found in industrial hemp plant. Blah, 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 right? What does that mean? So it's a hemp plant, right? It's one of the oils that comes from that plant. All right, there's your basic on that. So what is the difference between THC and CBD, right? And I have really cool slides on this. I don't know why it's not working. I'm so sorry. It's important to note that while some people confuse CBD oil and THC oil, it's also been found that cannabis plant, there's two different kinds, okay? So those are two different things, and we're going to break down what those two are and why they're different, okay? Okay, so CBD is not a psychoactive and does not cause any euphoric side effects, okay? It's commonly associated, that's usually associated with THC, okay? So we've got THC, CBD, all right? So meaning that if we break apart those two pieces, because they're both coming from the same plant, right, that those are two different substances, right? CBD, THC. So meaning that you can use CBD products without having any worry of THC in your system or causing any sort of reaction. So there's no concern for work, if that makes sense, because these are two separate oils that are coming from the plant, okay? So we'll break down a little bit as to how CBD works and a little bit more in detail. So first, let's go into more about CBD. So it's one of the primary cannabinoids found in the hemp plant, right? What is the difference? Let's see. What is the product made up of, okay? So now you know that there's a difference between CBD and THC. We all know that there are areas of our body that CBD oil can be useful, right? And again, without that THC, the being high, feeling, any of those things taken away, but still the medical properties of a CBD oil are very beneficial, okay? So let's talk about purity for a second, okay? So if we say that these two oils are different and we know that CBD does not have any hemp in it, right? Pure CBD oil. Let's talk about the level of purity from Young Living and what makes the difference and why it's very important to trust the company that you're going through or the product that you're purchasing, because there are a lot of companies who don't have a separation between those two, okay? Meaning that there are some hemp part of the oil and properties found in the CBD product that you're getting at possibly the gas station, things like that. So I want to make sure it's clear that what I'm talking about today is just Young Living CBD, in the sense that we know 100% that it's just CBD oil, that there's no hemp oil in it at all. So please be careful as you are at the store or gas stations, whatever it may be, that there might be some hemp oil in there. So don't assume that they're all the same, okay? All right, so let's see, what makes a difference? Okay, so what happened with Young Living is, let me give a basis too. Young Living is essential oils, and they are the world leader of essential oils, meaning that you cannot get any other pure product, okay, of essential oils, okay? So like Stress Away, they have oils for pain, they have oils for absolutely anything, okay? Literally amazing. They decided to partner with another company that was creating their own CBD oil, and that company was Nature Ultra. And they said, hey, if we add our essential oils that we know are 100% pure to your CBD product. And if we run a whole bunch of tests to make sure that we can trust your product and trust that it's at the same level, right, as CBD, that we want to continue, that all of our oils are 100% pure, right? They said, let's work together on it, okay? And so what they did is they did partner with them, and they added a few of their essential oils, right? So like citrus fresh, lemon, peppermint, those were some of the most common oils from Young Living that they decided that they were going to partner with, and lemon as well, partner with Nature's Ultra to run a bunch of tests to make sure that the purity level was the same. So they did. They ran all the tests. They said, yes, you can have our seed to seal promise because we know that we can trust you, right? Okay, so what is seed to seal promise? It is Young Living's way of proving to you that they're 100% pure. So from the seed of the plant of whatever oil, right? The seed of the plant all the way to the seal of the bottle, right? Like this is Copaiba right here. Young Living is in control. And what that means is that they don't use any pesticides. They don't send them off for any other processing, right? They're in control of every single process from growing the plant to harvesting them. They don't use, like I said, any pesticides. They actually use essential oils as pesticides. And they are making sure that every step of the process, all the way to the distillment, everything is in control, meaning that they are held at the very highest standards. Like I said before, Young Living is the world leader of essential oils. You can't get anything pure. And when they did the testing with Nature's Ultra, they wanted to make sure that the same was true of their products before even partnering with them. So that is seed to seal. That's the way that we know that 100% that the products that we're receiving are 100% pure. There's no pesticides, there's no other chemicals, there's no fillers, right? So when you look at other CBD products or other essential oil products, right, that you can buy at the store, at a gas station, whatever it may be, maybe even online as well, you are not sure that the product that you're actually ordering is what's in the bottle. Does that make sense? So there might be some portion of that oil in there that was, let's say, Copaiba oil or peppermint or whatever, but then to make the process cheaper, right, they've added a bunch of fillers, other chemicals, other things, right? Some are even adding just water, right? So they're watering down the product that you're paying good money for, okay? All right, so that is seed to seal promise to make sure that we know that when we get an oil from Young Living, whether it's an oil or a CBD oil, right, we know that it's 100% pure. Please understand that that's a huge part of using essential oils or CBD in general. I would hate for you guys to assume that all are the same and then go to a gas station, get CBD in a quick fix, and then it ends up having hemp in it, and then, you know, possibly being tested at work and etc. Okay, I would hate for that to happen. Are we all good so far? Are we good on seed to seal? We understand what Young Living is, why they're so pure, etc. You can message me any questions that you have during the class as well. Okay, so this is not just me just japping the whole time. Okay, yes, okay, we're all clear. All right, so let's go into CBD oil a little bit more. Again, I want to make sure you are completely educated on CBD oil in general. If you choose to use it, that's your decision 100%, especially if you're using it with your pets, your animals, your kiddos, for yourself, etc. Okay, all right, so let's go into the difference between full spectrum and isolate. I always pronounce stuff weird. Isolate, okay? So the significant discussion about isolates versus full spectrum CBD oils, okay? Which contain other compounds in the plant, okay? So full spectrum products include both CBD and THC, okay? You see the difference. So full spectrum has both. Isolate only has CBD, okay? The best way to ensure that there is no THC present and to control the purity level of CBD isolate, right, is to only make sure to use that part of the product, not the THC. However, turpentines, right, found in essential oils can increase the overall spectrum of the product, okay? So those are two terms that are really interchangeable, and I want to make sure that we're being really clear on it. So let me say one more thing. By adding Young Living essential oils to Nature's Ultra CBD products, the product is no longer truly an isolate, meaning that it's only one product. It is a broad spectrum of CBD product, okay? Which means when we take just the CBD product and we add our own oils, it is a blend, right? It's a blend of oils, which is called broad spectrum because it's covering more than one area. But we're not adding THC. And a lot of times people hear full spectrum and broad spectrum, and they confuse those. Full spectrum means that it has THC in it, okay? But just the isolate of CBD is just CBD, right? But then when we add our own oils and gonna make it even better, right? Making the CBD even stronger, it's gonna cover other areas, it's gonna be more beneficial, right? That's what we're making with a broad spectrum CBD product, okay? So this is the best way that we can control it, the purity level, the efficiency, all of those things. So those are 3 terms that I want to make sure that you are understanding when you're reading products labels, okay? Okay, so how to use CBD oil. There's this like mystery in the air, right? For people that have never used it. And so we're really not sure on how to use it, how often to use it, what are the milligrams, all those things, right? A lot of people have a lot of questions with that. So we're going to dive into that. All right, so what I'll be talking about today is, here's one of the bottles. It's Nature's Ultra and Young Living, right? It's a 500 milligram. And this one is infused with essential oils, obviously, but this one is infused with citrus oils, okay? So it's got grapefruit, orange, let's see, coconut oil, all kinds of good things in here, okay? All right, so let's talk about how to measure CBD oil, okay? So this one's a 500 milligram, right? What does that mean? Does that mean the whole bottle is 500 milligrams? Does that mean one dose, right? Okay, good question. 1 milliliter, which is a full drop of this oil, right, contains 16.66 milligrams of cannabinoid oil. Now, 30 full droplets per bottle, okay? So, meaning that 1 milliliter, and I'll unscrew this so you can see it comes with a dropper already in it, okay? So it's pre-measured, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to use something that I'm using too much of, I'm not sure what to use, right? Let me open this up here so you can see it. Putting this in there. Okay, so this is a dropper. I don't know if you can really see it because it's a glass, okay? So on the top it says 1 milliliter, then it says 75 milliliters, and it's got dashes to measure them out, okay? So we're talking about 1 milliliter. I love citrus oil. Oh my gosh, you guys. 1 milliliter as opposed to the milligrams, okay? All right, so that's how you're gonna measure it, right? That there's already a dropper in there. You wanna make sure you're using the appropriate amounts, okay? All right, so let's talk about how to use CBD oil. Shake the oil bottle well for 10 seconds before using, okay? So you wanna make sure that the oils are not settling and you're mixing well with the CBD oil, okay? So any of the products that you have with Young Living, other than the muscle rubs, you want to make sure that you're shaking them, okay? Fill the included glass dropper all the way with CBD oil. So all the way to the top level. That is actually 1 dose that they have measured out for you, which is 1 milliliter, okay? Administer and enjoy the CBD oil. Now, administer, what does that mean? Well, it is an oil, it's a liquid, right? Which means that you can use it very similar to the products, which are just the original CBD, just the original essential oils, okay? So you can, it's recommended to take your CBD oil at least once a day for 30 days before evaluating your results. The benefits from CBD can be seen faster or slower depending on the person's anatomy and what you're using it for. Okay, it is a liquid place, which means that you can rub it right on your hands and smell it in, right? Which means that it's going to get into your system by inhaling it, right? It's also going to get into your bloodstream because you're putting it on your skin. Now, with the purity level that we're talking about here, not talking about any other product, okay? Let's talk about 3 different ways that you can technically use it, okay? Well, 2 ways that are similar to using essential oils and 1 that could be used as well, okay? All right, so 1 is going to be put on your skin, right? Fire giveaway, I'm guessing you have a large following. Okay, sorry, I thought somebody had a question. They're talking about something else. Okay, so when we breathe in an essential oil or CBD product, it can be found in our lungs and our bloodstream, and I think it's 4 of our major organs within 3 seconds. 3 seconds, okay? That is one of the biggest benefits of using essential oils, and that CBD oil is a liquid form, okay? Because it can get through our system so much faster, okay? When we apply it to our skin, we want to make sure that we're applying it to the thinnest part of our skin. And that's, again, true in using essential oils as well. So we have a roller as well of CBD oil that you can roll right on your wrist. That's a really thin area, right? The back of your ear, like behind your ear, down your neck, back of neck, right? Down your spine, right on your spine is really good. The bottom of your feet. Those are the best areas to apply oils. Why? Because they have open pores, right? And that they are some of the thinnest area of skin. Therefore, they're going to be found in your bloodstream even quicker. So again, if we breathe in the product, it's about 3 seconds to be found in 4 of your major organs. Now, if we're applying it to our skin, which is topically, right? Let's say we roll it right on our wrists here. We're smelling it in as well. We're rubbing it in our skin. It's going to be found in, I think it's 5 of our major organs within 26 seconds. 26 seconds, you guys. Now, I want you to think about something. What are traditional meds? Let's just talk about calming, okay? We could take what? A Xanax. We could take all kinds of different prescription drugs. We could take maybe a sleeping pill, things like that. But what are we doing? We're taking that in a capsule, right? In a pill form that we've got to swallow down. And that's fine. But it's not going to take effect as quickly as you'd like, right? Whenever we're thinking about using oils or using CBD, we want it to happen right now, right? We want it to be helping us because we're stressed right now, because we're in pain right now. There are some medications that can take up to 48 hours to even start taking effect. I know I don't have time for that, and I know you guys don't either. So again, being in a liquid form and an oil form is so, so beneficial, okay? Now, you can technically diffuse your CBD oils, although I really think it can be found in your body, right? It's going to be breathing it in, but the potency level goes way down with CBD, okay? Now, using essential oils, you can diffuse them and the potency level is the same, okay? So just know that. That's one difference that you need to know about it, is that diffusing CBD oils is not going to be the best bang for your buck, if you will, okay? So that's one thing, because the potency level is going to go down. 2 is that, and I don't know how to choose my wording with this. When you choose to use CBD oil, that's awesome. That's you, okay? You are applying oils to yourself or to your children or whatever your choice is. But when you're diffusing oils, that's going to cover the whole room, right? The whole area, especially if you're using a Young Living diffuser, it can cover 350 feet on average, right? So you're choosing to expose other people, other animals, other whatever to those oils, whether they're CBD or essential oils originally. So please be careful with that decision. This is a decision that you are choosing to make with CBD, and that is totally fine. I support that decision, but not everyone is on board for CBD. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay, so 3 different ways that you can use essential oils and CBD oils, and the best way to get it into your system. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, let's talk about strength of CBD oils, okay? Because that is confusing. I can buy a whole bunch of it, but how much do I really need, right? Good question. Okay, so every one of Nature Ultra's products comes with a recommendation of use, right? Guidelines for CBD use is to use 1 dropper full per use, okay? That's 1 milliliter, right? Which is 1 milliliter in 1 droplet of oil to apply to the desired area. So whether it's pain, right? Calming, whatever it may be, that's going to be the best way. Now, this one is 500 milligrams. You can also get it in 1,000 milligrams as well. Okay, so there's 500 and then there's 1,000 with Young Living. Okay, so that means that it's going to be double the amount of potency, right? For in 1 dropper. Again, please start low and go slow. That's what we say with Young Living oils, and that's the same is true with CBD as well. Start low, go slow. You don't know how it's going to respond to your body. Maybe it's a great effect. Maybe it has really great benefits for helping your body with pain and all kinds of different things. But again, please start low and go slow. The muscle rub and roll-ons allow you to apply generously, right, based on your needs, which I love. Like I said, it's great to start at a lower strength and work your way up depending on what your body needs, whether you're using CBD oil or a muscle rub or a roll-on, right? And also if you've been someone that's used CBD oil before, this is something brand new. Okay, so Alexis is asking, would it be fine to use on dogs for anxiety, and is it used more for pain? Great question. We're going to go into all the different areas that you can use it and different uses. So that's a great question. We will talk about that. And the question is about dogs. Let's see. I am on medication that I can't take grapefruit, and I noticed that the citrus has grapefruit in it. I'm pretty sure. Yes, this one does. But just know that there is other ones, right? Let's see. There is cinnamon and peppermint as well. So if you can't do the citrus, no big deal. It's not a big deal. Then go ahead and use the cinnamon or the peppermint, okay? And we're going to talk about those 3 oils tonight and what other benefits are really great by adding Young Living oils to them as well. So stay tuned for that. Alexis's question on can they be used on dogs? Absolutely, okay? There are different ways how to apply them to animals, and I have a whole text class, video class, all those things on how to use essential oils with pets, but CBD can be used as well. I use it with my dog, Sammy. I know Alexis knows that. And so he's already used to it, and he loves it because I give it to him. I don't give it to him every day. I really probably should, but I don't give it to him every day. He's got really bad back legs. And so when I give it to him, you can see an immediate difference, like within, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, right? And it will last a good long time for him as well. Keeping in mind, and like I said, I have other classes that talk about best ways to use it and things to consider, but I'll just give you like a really short recap. Keeping in mind their body is way smaller than ours. If you think about that, definitely start low and go slow with pets as well. There's also some other things to consider with oils that have a scent to them, like this one has citrus, and how to adjust your pet into getting used to those. I always talk about like an introductory process with them and creating a positive experience with that scent and them trusting you and things like that. So there's a whole class, like I said, on that and on how to introduce them. But yes, absolutely you can. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Is it used mostly for pain? I'm going to get into all the different uses of CBD oil in just 1 second, so I'll be right there. Okay, so this is the muscle rub. This is just a little tin, like a sample tin. Okay, if you can see that. I think this one is 5 of these little tins. They're super cute, and they are 30 milligrams each of the muscle rub, which is really one of the most popular products of the CBD line from Young Living. Okay, you can get 5 of these tins with 30 milligrams each, infused with oils as well. And I think this was about $44 for this with 5 tins, but it's really good for giving out to friends and family as well. Okay. All right, let's see. Get moving here. Okay, let's talk about some other questions about CBD, and then we'll talk about where you can use them as well and what to use them for. When it comes to your health and wellness, it's natural to ask questions about safety. If you're nervous about the risk of overdosing on CBD, you can rest easy, okay? Because a lot of people are like, well, what if I take too much? What if I like overdose on it, right? So here's some research on it, okay? Because I'm all about the research. According to the National Cancer Institute, cannabinoids receptors are not located in the area of the brain that regulate breathing or control of life. Okay, so CBD does not cause fatal overdoses, which is very similar to essential oils as well, right? You can never overdose on an essential oil. It pretty much will use whatever it needs in the body, and then it will pretty much just urinate it out, whatever you don't need, okay? So that's very similar to CBD as well. Please don't do more than you need to, though, because you're really getting your body used to a level of CBD oil that is not needed. So again, start low, go slow, okay? What new products does this partnership with the Natural Ultra and Young Living bring to us? I am gonna go through that. Let's see, did I skip the page on? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about dogs here in just a second too. Okay, so one of the slides that I had on the screen, and it's not working, sorry about that. I'll post the slideshow on the event page in the Facebook event page, sorry. So one of them that it has, and let me see if I can just pull up the picture here too. Your computer. Maybe if I can just pull up that one picture, really does explain so much better. So much better what CBD can be used for, and then also where it helps out in the body. Okay, let me try and open that one. Okay, here is a file or a link or whatever that I think I just posted. There we go. And it goes into, it's an image that talks about different parts of the body that CBD oils can be used for because of the receptors that are in the body, okay? Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up here big while I'm going through it with you guys. Okay, so if you can pull up this image, great. If not, try it later. Let me know if it works though for you, okay? All right, so where can the CBD oil respond to your body, right? All right, so definitely the brain, okay? And this is really cool too, because it's actually listing the different receptors that are responding to the CBD oil, which I think is just really, really cool, okay? All right, so immune system, bones, muscles, reproductive organs, pancreas, spleen, colon, liver, vascular system, lungs, brain, of course, as well. So really, it can respond to your body in a quicker way than a lot of medications can. And it's very good because it covers a lot of different areas, which is, like I said, anxiety, stress, pain levels, all those things. But you guys, when you think about the research, and you guys can look this up later as well, what those things are from the receptors in our body, right? We're having this signal wherever it is, like knee pain, and it's sending a message to our brain saying, hey, my knee hurts. This is a pain one, right? There's all different kinds of receptors in our brain. And what CBD oil does is it goes to certain receptors and says, hey, calm down, you're okay, right? Let's calm down that response. And that's what it's doing, is it's going to specific receptors, but not others. Like it talked about, where it's not going to go to a receptor or part of the brain that talks about breathing or any of like the life functions, if you will. Okay. It's going to go to some of those receptors that are great for anxiety, pain, muscles as well, a lot of muscle pain, things like that. So there's all kinds of different ones, but definitely anxiety is a huge one, stress level. And I think too, it lasts a long time in your system. Now, how long does it last? I can't tell you, because everyone's body is different, and it talks about your metabolism and how you metabolize different medications, oils, etc. So that's going to be some trial and error for you to figure out how long it stays in your system, and therefore when you can apply oils again, so then it is more of a consistent balance of pain control, anxiety, whatever. So you're not going through waves of in and out, right? So hopefully that helps with all the different areas you can use it for. Lots of research on it as well. All right, so now we've talked about the benefits of CBD oil. Let's talk about what Young Living has to offer for CBD, because it's the highest quality, like I said. And we're going to go through some of the starter kits, some of the different options and products, and what those can be used for. Okay. And again, I have great images on my slideshow. That's all right. All right. So yes, the partnership brought 5 new products. So we're going to talk about 3 of the main oils. So it comes in a bottle just like this. And again, you can get it in 500 or 1000. And it comes with the 3 different flavors, if you will, because they're infused with essential oils, right? So we've got cinnamon, citrus, and cool mint. Now, I do want to talk about something. So there are medical benefits to using essential oils, 100%. There's so much research on that. And I teach lots and lots of classes of that, okay? But let's talk about what the benefits are for using those 3 oils, okay? So we already know that the benefit of using CBD, those are great. But now when we add other essential oils to it, it makes the power of that CBD oil even better, because you're blending them together. Okay, so citrus, let's talk about that. So citrus is very similar to our Citrus Fresh, okay? Now, Citrus Fresh is really good about being creative, right? It opens up that part of the brain. It opens up those receptors, okay? It's very good for calming, but also awakening at the same time, if you will. So calming anxiety wise, but also awakening like for focus, clarity in your head, things like that. Okay. That one's really, really good for boosting your mood as well. It's a great one, and I think it smells really good too. All right. The next one is cool mint. So this is used with peppermint. Now, one of the things I want to talk about with Young Living and oils in general, okay? There are two oils in Young Living that, in any oils, that are really good enhancers, okay? They enhance the level of oil that you're pairing it with. Now, that makes no sense. I know what you mean. Let me explain it. So, copaiba and peppermint, if you pair either one of those with another essential oil or oil product, it's going to deepen the accessibility of that oil and amplify that oil's purpose. Okay, I know that sounds hocus pocus. Research it, guys. It really is amazing. Copaiba and peppermint. So, peppermint we know is already, right, really good for all kinds of different things like cooling the body down, really good for fevers, wink, wink. I wouldn't use CBD and peppermint like for that though necessarily. All kinds of different things, you guys. Focus, waking up the body, all kinds of different things. But it is an amplifier all in itself, which means if you get cool mint CBD oil, you're getting the properties of CBD oil, but you're also getting the properties of peppermint and going to amplify the purpose of them, right? Amplify the uses of the CBD oil. So if I were you, I would get peppermint. Now, peppermint is going to smell like a peppermint patty, right? If someone really is not into that scent, then don't get that one, obviously, right? And it is going to be one of those that is a little bit cooling or a hot touch. It's cooling when you put it on, and then it gets a little bit warm. That's okay too, right? Just know that whenever you're wanting to get that product. So, okay, next one, cinnamon. Cinnamon is so good, you guys. So many benefits for cinnamon as well. Lots of research on health benefits of having cinnamon just by itself, and then again, placing it with the CBD as well. Lots of health benefits like lowering cholesterol, heart functions are improved with cinnamon, all kinds of different things. So definitely check that out as well. All right, so we talked about, we've got 500 milligrams and 1,000 milligrams. We've got the joint and muscle rub. We've got the calming roller bottle one as well. You can get the muscle rub in entire jar, I don't know, jug, or you can get the smaller dose ones like these, which are really easy. You get 5 of these in the whole box, which is really good to take with you on the go and all kinds of different things. Okay, I've got videos on all that, which I can't show you right now. We talked about pets, obviously really, really good. No gluten, there's nothing in them really other than the CBD, and so that's really helpful for them when we're talking about a digestive system as well. Okay, so we've got 2 different starter kits. One of the starter kits is $165. Let me see if I can post that image. 1 second. So then you can look at it while I'm going through it, okay? And you can pull them up later if that's helpful for you, okay? So let's see. Let me see if I can post 2. Nope, I can only post 1 at a time. All right, this is the package that's $165. And then let me post the other one as well. That is actually $275. Now, the only difference is it comes with the exact same oils, everything, is that one is the 500 milligrams, okay? And the other is the 1,000 milligrams, okay? Are they the same product in the box of 5 or different ones? Good question. They're actually the same product. They are all the same. It's just they're easier in little tins to send to people, give to family, all kinds of different things. You can, what I like is that I keep, one in my purse, and my boyfriend uses one, and so he's got one on his nightstand, and so just multiple places instead of just having everything in just one jar. You can get that as well though too. And they're metal, which means that they're gonna hold the potency of it, okay? All right, so like I said, we've got the 2 different starter kits. And let's see. So one is, like I said, the 500 milligrams, and the other is the 1,000 milligrams. So it depends on, you know, what your strength level is, what you're needing, all those different things. Okay. So let's talk about the second one, which is called the extra strength CBD starter kit. Again, it has that 1,000 milligrams citrus 1 ounce oil, which is this bottle. Okay. So 1,000 milligrams. Also comes with a calming roller. That's really good. That's 600 milligrams. And then you get the big jar of the methyl rub, which is 50 grams or 1.76 ounces. And that one is at the 600 milligrams as well. Okay. Then you get the Getting Started CBD brochure, which is great. It'll walk you through all kinds of different ways to use essential oils, where to use them, all kinds of different things. It'll explain a little bit more about full spectrum as opposed to broad spectrum. Okay. So the only difference is we've got the 1,000 milligrams. That one is 250. Okay. I'm sorry, 250. I was saying 275 before. I'm sorry, 250. And the other one is 165. Now, here's one of the other big things that you need to realize. Okay. This is 48% off of retail because you also get a membership through Young Living. Okay. So let's talk about that really quick. So a Young Living membership does not mean you have to order anything else. You are not roped into anything else, okay? That's not what we're doing. What we're saying is you can come back and order whatever you want at 24% off, okay? That's an amazing deal because you guys know that CBD can be really expensive. And if I am being honest, if I'm going to use CBD oil, I want to make sure that it's the purest of the pure. I don't want any chemicals or toxics or any of those things in my system. And I definitely do not want any of the THC in my body. I don't want that, right? I don't want it for me, but I definitely don't want it for my job, for my family, all those things. So you know that you're getting everything 100% pure, okay, with Young Living. So the best way is, like I said, to get those starter kits and get the 500 milligram one or the 1,000, right? Whichever you're looking for on pain levels and things like that. But the Young Living membership allows you to get back on, right, anytime you want, and you can order more of the products at a huge discounted rate. They're also changing up that it will be free shipping starting in September. And it's also going to give you access to all the other essential oils, okay? Again, I talked about this one tonight a little bit, Copaiba. Copaiba is amazing. It has very similar products as CBD oil, but it's not CBD. So if that's something you're like I'm educated about it now, I know what it's used for, I know it's different, I know all those things, but I'm just not ready to jump the gun yet. Guys, I'd suggest you try the CBD CBD Copaiba, okay? It's really good for pain. It's really good for anti-inflammatory, really good for calming, although I would mix it with another calming oil that's going to amplify it. But let's talk about pain though. Oh my gosh, anti-inflammatory, amazing. One example of that is actually a teething blend that I make. It's with the hardened form of coconut oil, okay? And then also clove oil, which numbs anything, and I love it. But then also we've got the Copaiba that I add in there. Just those two products, mix them in with the hardened coconut oil, and you're ready to go. You can apply it right in their mouth, kiddos' mouths, whatever. Because I'm not going to apply CBD to my kiddos. It's not a decision that they're able to make. And that's my decision. Nothing to do with yours. But if I am having my kid with a lot of pain with tooth issues and teething, or kids that are losing teeth as they get a little bit older, their baby teeth are coming out, but it hurts a lot, I'm going to use that blend, and it definitely has Copaiba and clove in it because of the pain and anti-inflammatory, okay? So again, if you are not ready to jump into CBD, that's your choice, 100% your choice. But then you can definitely try out some of the other essential oils. Feel free to chat me up. Let me know if you guys have any questions on what would other oils look like for anxiety, for pain, for things like that, if you're not ready to jump into CBD. But if you are, you definitely got to do it through Young Living, okay? You got to do it through Young Living. Do not trust any of those gas station oils or things like that. No, thank you. So, okay, we've got the two different kits. Please let me know which one you're interested in starting out with. I want to educate you just a little bit about our team and how I educate people. When you do do a Young Living membership, whether that's through the CBD starter kit or through an essential oil starter kit, whatever it is, I am here every step of the way. Okay. I educate people like no other. I'm really big on education, because if you don't know how to use CBD, the original oils, whatever, then you're not going to use them. Okay. And I want to make sure that you guys take advantage of this opportunity of huge benefits of either way, the original oils or the CBD. And I want to educate you on all the different ways to use them, all the different variations of them themselves, right? So like you said, maybe you ended up ordering the grapefruit one and you're like, wait, I forgot I can't take grapefruit. I can't ingest that or use that. Oh, what am I going to do? Guys, let's switch you out. Let's get it figured out, whatever we need to do, because I want you to feel educated and supported in every decision that you make. And there's this huge health journey that people tend to go on because they want to go all natural. They want to go to something that's going to help them, but not necessarily something that is going to hurt them or have negative effects, right? That's not the case with Young Living. There's no negative effects, you guys. It's 100% pure, and I love it. I could do this all day. I could educate people all day, because I want to know what the products I'm using are, right? And how they're responding in my body, and my kiddo's body, and my animal's body, all those different things. So anyway, I'm going to stick around here for a few more minutes. Any other questions that you have, message me which one you're interested in, the 500 milligram or the 1000 milligram, and let's get you started. Let's get you started on this like really quickly. I can't wait to send you an entire welcome package from me that has everything you need to get started, every single thing. One of the things, let me grab it actually. One of the things that comes in the welcome package, right here, is the essential oil pocket reference guide. You guys, this one is amazing. Okay, we joke about it. We call it our essential oil Bible. Okay, because it has all the things that you need to know about Young Living, all the products, all the essential oils. You can look up each individual one, see what they're used for, how to use them, the best use, all those things, right? But flip to the back, my favorite, okay, is a glossary where you can look up any essential oil product, any essential blend, whatever, but you can also look up uses of the oil, okay? So let's say, I'm just looking at where I've turned here. Let's see, swelling, okay? Tells you what page to go to and what oils to apply, how often to apply them, all those things. Let's see, another one, I'm just looking here. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's so many different uses. Ringworm, sagging skin, let's see, sinus headache, sinus congestion, skin cancer, all kinds of different things, you guys. And then turn to wherever they tell you to go into the book. They're going to tell you what oils to use, what oil singles, what oil blends, how often, if there's a specific blend that you should use, made up of specific oils, how to apply it, how often, all those things, you guys. So nothing to memorize here. I don't think we have time to memorize everything, and there's just no way as well. Oh, Renee, yes, I know. You call it the oil Bible too. I know. So easy to have on hand. This is the essential oil pocket reference. Comes with the welcome package that I send out to you, as well as all kinds of other goodies and things. So I want to make sure that you are supported. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. I am so happy to stick around, answer your questions. If you want to personal message me, do so, because you want to keep things private. That's 100% your choice as well. So thank you guys. I really hope that you guys learned a lot on CBD and what the different terms are, how to use it, what are things that you should be concerned about with other oils as well. Okay, let's see. Alexis, how much is a pack of 5? Again, good question. If you are already a Young Living member, you can order these 5-pack of the tins for around, I think it's like $44. And they're really, really easy. And again, like I said, you can just hop onto your virtual office and you can order these at any time. So you can order them through a shop, or I think on Essential Rewards. I'm not 100% sure. I think maybe just shop. So there's different ways of ordering it, but I can definitely show you how to do that and help you to do that as well. Okay. All right, you guys, let me know which starter package you want to get started with, and let's get going. So message me right now, because I have a promo going on. Wink, wink. Okay. I have a promo going on, and I want to make sure that you guys are getting one of those packages. All right. Have a fabulous night. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.